Good morning to everyone out there on this splendid Monday morning. I hope everyone's doing well today. So, today I'm just going to jump out here and just talk about a very important situation. This isn't a topic, this is a situation. Um, so, on February the 14th of 2024, there will be a driver's strike for Lyft and Uber. And I fully 100% support it. I'm for the drivers 100%. And I support any striking and protesting efforts of Lyft and Uber drivers and gig workers from city to city and state to state. For the strikes and things that have taken place in the past, I commend you all for y'all's unselfish approach to fight for change. Even if you didn't get any change, I stand with you 100%. Now, February the 14th of 2024, there will be an app shutdown for Lyft and Uber drivers. As drivers, we don't have no say-so on the platform. We are the ones that do all of the heavy lifting. We deal with the attitudes on a daily basis. The people are wrongfully, falsely accusing the drivers of things out of vindictive manners that get the driver deactivated immediately, which stops our earning potential. You know what I'm saying? The drivers are mistreated tremendously, underpaid, ridiculously underpaid. Okay? And this strike and app shutdown on 2/14/24 is very important. New Lyft drivers, pay attention because this is going to benefit you. Okay, I get it. Everyone wants to get out there and make money. That's what they joined the platform for. But if there's any change that is achieved through any of these strikes, you all are going to benefit from it. So it's not going to kill you to shut your app off and do not drive on 2/14/2024. Okay? These people have to better things for the drivers. The conditions are very bad. You know what I'm saying? A lot of drivers, I'm talking about, when I say a lot, I'm talking about hundreds of thousands of drivers are not making money the way they're supposed to. Here on my channel at Rideshare RealTalk, I have done several videos where I've broken down how the algorithm operates and how there's some drivers that's saying they're making money hand over fist, and how there's 3 times more drivers that's not making money. The algorithm that controls the drivers, which is a computer, or that Lyft and Uber, these algorithms are manipulating the earning potentials of drivers. Okay? The promises that these platforms make to the drivers are to entice you to come aboard. Then once you get there, and probably about 30 days later, you realize this is not for me. Now, there's going to be a lot of drivers that's not going to support the app shutdown and the strike on 2/14/24 because they feel like a strike is useless. They feel like that, hey man, why would I stop driving uh, to support a strike and an app shutdown on 2/14/24? That's only taking money out of my pocket. But as I stated a few minutes ago, if there's any change whatsoever from any striking and protesting efforts, you're going to benefit. As drivers, we should support as drivers we should support one another. Even those that's driving in those hot spots in the algorithm. You know who you are because y'all have Rideshare channels too, and you're making videos, and then you're interviewing other drivers that's making the money that you're making as well. See, y'all are the drivers that's driving in hot spots in the algorithm. There's hundreds of thousands of drivers that is not as fortunate as you all are. So for you all to make your money, do your videos, and try to prove that drivers that say they are not making any money is wrong, you're messed up. Because this algorithm has an unbalance in it. And it's another marketing tactic. As drivers, we all should stick together whether we're making money or whether we don't make money. Now, a lot of you Lyft drivers, new and older Lyft drivers, probably wonder why the passengers don't tag along and support the striking and protesting efforts of Lyft and Uber drivers and gig workers. I'm going to tell you why. Because it's the way that the system is designed. Riding with Lyft and Uber benefits the driver 90%. They get 3 times cheaper fares, at least 75% of the time. They get 85% of the say-so in the trip. When the riders get in the car, it's just the riders and the driver. If the riders decide that they don't like the driver, they can report frivolous accusations. And these platforms will immediately put your account on hold, as they say, while they investigate it. So they've taken your earning potential as a driver for some type of vindictive type accusation towards the driver. So if you can be taken off the platform that easy, you can't do anything or say anything that's going to change it. They're still going to take you off the platform for 5 to 7 days. If they don't, deactivate you permanently. All due to an accusation that is probably 95% of the time is false. People, as Lyft drivers and Uber drivers, we have to stick together. Whether you're making money or not making money. Because just because you're making money, the passengers still will report your ass and you will get deactivated also. Just because you're in a hot spot or a honey hole and you're making good money does not mean that they won't throw your ass away like they throw the rest of us away. As Lyft drivers and Uber drivers, we all should stick together. And supporting this strike and app shutdown on 2/14/24 is a very important event. At some point, they got to stay. At some point, something is going to work for us. They cannot keep doing the things that they're doing to us as drivers. The United States Labor Board isn't doing anything about it. So, okay, whoop-de-doo, they gave a group of drivers in New York City 328 million or something because of keeping fees and things of that nature. And they still haven't said nothing about the rest of the world that Lyft and Uber is allowed to operate in. I'm pretty sure they've done that somewhere else. And I'm pretty sure that they're doing it now. They're doing things to the drivers now. All types of fees, and like they're taking damn near 70% of the driver's earnings. See, the drivers that's making the money, those guys just recording those videos of, hey, this is what I made this week, this is what somebody else made, and that person made, and that person made. See, these drivers are the kind of drivers that don't care about nobody else. As long as they're making money, they're gonna, and they have a channel, they're gonna put their self and their channel and their likeliness up against the whole Lyft and Uber drivers community to prove that those drivers are lying versus what they're making in their honey hole in their city or their state that they're driving in that could potentially be a high demand area or could just be a hot spot that they've lucked upon. They will go against everything that the drivers stand for because they're doing well. They question the claims of other drivers on video. They swear by a strategy that they're using in their areas, and their subscribers and listeners tune in and purchase those strategies. Anytime you see videos from a Lyft driver that's talking down on other Lyft drivers, be careful. Because as drivers, we are a team. And we should support and care for one another as a whole. Now, I know when there's money involved, that's not going to be the case. This is the way the system is designed, and they knew this. That's like they pit the drivers against the riders. Because, see, the riders is not going to support the drivers in any striking and protesting effort because they don't want those fares to raise. Because if Lyft and Uber make any changes financially to better the situation for the drivers financially, then the riders' fares are going up. Because what Lyft and Uber is not going to do, they're not going to allow the drivers or anybody to stop them from achieving a certain amount of money on a yearly basis. These people are on the stock market. Lyft is all but dead on the stock market. They're hovering around $11. Uber is probably around about $40, $45, $50 from what I understand. I haven't checked it in a while. But Uber is a little bit more better standing than Lyft is in the stock market. These people are public. They're using other folks' money to run their companies. The money that they come out with at the end of the year, that's free money. The drivers are doing all the work. They're just the middleman. They have created an algorithm that controls millions of drivers and manipulate the earning potentials of the drivers. As drivers, I don't care whether you're making $2,000 to $3,000 a week or $100 a week. We're supposed to support one another. The strike on 2/14/24 is very important. Drivers, whether you're a new driver or an old driver, please shut your app off and support the strike. Stand up for your brothers and sisters, fellow drivers, because they will stand up for you. I wanted to leave this video today because I fully support the strike and app shutdown on 2/14/24. And I want to ask you all, my drivers, new drivers, and older drivers that watch my content and that's tuned in to my channel. And for all of you drivers that look at my videos, they haven't subscribed but just like my content, hey man, shut your app off. 2/14/24. Support the strike. Let's do this as a whole. As a team, man, we can be unstoppable. Remember, we are the ones that's doing all of the heavy lifting. If the drivers shut down, they got to come up with a better way to treat us and pay us. I would like to say to everyone out there that haven't subscribed to my channel to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can stay in the loop for my latest video and my lives when I begin to go live again. I would like to say that I fully support the striking and protesting efforts of Lyft and Uber drivers and gig workers from city to city and state to state. I fully commend you all for your unselfish approach to fight for change. Hey, even if we don't get any change, I stand with you 100%. Because I'm going to be a part of the strike and app shutdown on 2/14/24. And I hope that you join in as well as a fellow driver. Okay? I would like to say that I love everyone out there. And I hope everyone loves me back. Now, I hope the differences in our opinions don't change the love that we have for one another. Even if you stop loving me based off of my opinion or something I say in my videos, I still love you anyway. Find you somebody to love today, even if you can't stand the sight of them. Listen, it takes a lot of negative energy to dislike an individual. And that causes you issues. If you ignore them and still love them, it'll make you feel a lot better. Okay? Until my next video, let's get this bread, baby.